We just enter our details in, log in, and that'll take us to the back end of your WordPress site. This is where you can manage your blogs, add your pages, and in general just add and build your website. So I'll just quickly go through it with you. First of all, you'll want to choose your theme. So just go to Appearance, Themes, and it's got a couple of pre-installed themes already. So if you're happy with them, you can choose one of those. If you want to search through some more themes, there's millions of them out there, so just click Add New, and it'll bring up a whole bunch more themes that you can scroll through, have a look. There's free themes, there's themes you can pay for and purchase. Just scroll through and have a look at which ones that you want to use and what's going to best suit your business. The best thing to do these days is to make sure that you get a theme that is going to be responsive, that works on mobiles, tablets, not just a desktop, because more people are using the internet on their mobile phones these days than they are on the computer. So if we want to add a page, so I'll show you sort of what your website looks like at the moment. So if we, oh sorry, I moved that, can't do that, there we go there. If we click on visit site here, and there we go, there's your basic website. So it's put some sort of little bit of information in there, so you looks like something. We're going to go through and delete that right now, and I'll show you how you can go through and customize your site. So we'll just go back here. First of all, we'll just go to the Pages tab, and we're just going to delete this page. We don't need it. It's just a sample page that the theme comes with that says, hey, this is what I'm a page. And we're going to go to the post section, so just up here, and do the same thing here. Okay, so we got rid of that, that's good. Now, I'll just go through all the bits with you. So you can add your media here. You can also do that when as you're entering your contact in the content screen. So I don't really use this at all. The appearance is how you're going to customize your sort of site and your theme. So if we go to customize, that will bring us up with another page. And there we go, we can go to the site identity. You can add a logo, so if you upload your logo there, that'll come up in the header. You can adjust what it says here. If you don't want it to say anything, you can just delete it. We can do that. Make sure you click save and publish before you get out of this thing. And the site icon, that's the little thing that comes up in the tabs. If you go to Gmail, you have the little M in the corner of the tab on the top of your screen. That's how you put that in. So if you can upload a little image in there, or if you upload an image too big, that'll make you crop it. That'll add that to your little, save it, just having a bit of paper with a corner folded over. You can adjust your layout to fixed, fluid. It all depends on the theme as well, so that this will have all the theme options. So this they're saying that this works on larger screens, so it'll change the site around on larger screens, and then it'll be different on smaller themes. So I'll just leave that. You got your colors. You can say your header. So you can change the color of your text. It could be red, blue, pink. Let's go with pink. I like pink. And then you can do the same with the tagline. So you can make that green, blue, yellow, whatever color you like. And if you don't know what something is, it's just best to like sort of play around with it. If you go black and something turns black, you know what it is. And if you can't, sometimes it's a bit hard and you don't really know what it is, I just sort of click default and leave it how it was. You can change your menu colors, so that's good. You go yellow, purple, blue again. Let's go with green. There we go. And you can select the background, so it'll make a bit of a button for you. Go purple. Let's go black. There we go. And once you have like buttons, you have like buttons in your side here. You can select what color they're gonna be as well. So let's go black and green, the same as the menu. And this will adjust the color of the content that you're going to write. So if I go here and change that to yellow, you'll notice that the heading goes to a bright yellow color. So we can make that blue. And then primary text, that would be, there we go. Now, I'm just doing this for an example. So I'm showing you so you can see how it works. I would leave it as black because that's going to be the easiest to read when people go through your site or your blog. Having different colored backgrounds and different colored texts just gets confusing. So it's best to just leave it black. That'll be something that goes on in the footer. So we'll like little emojis or like bits and pieces. You'll see it when you build your site up. So you can change the color of link. So if you make a hyperlink within your site, this will choose that. So if this is saying this is a link here. So if I change this, that should change. There we go. It's changed to green. So that'll happen on every time you create a link. And then you got your page background. So you can make that black, but you know it doesn't look very nice. I just keep that white standard. It's nice and clean. And you can change your content, which is just to be this box here. So I'll go that. Oh no, that's that one there. It's weird. That's your really okay. That's what they want to call the content. It's fine by me. And then you got your footer options, so you can change the color of your text in your footer. Let's just go on yellow. Make that red. And you can change the background color. So you might want that black. And save. So normally some themes you can add an image in here to the header, and that's where you upload your image to the header. And if you click these buttons down here, it'll show you what it's like on all different screens. So you can see here that this theme is not very good at being responsive. Oh, it's got the menu there, but there's some better ones around. There we go. So to get out of it, we just click close once you've saved it. There we go. It's a bit slow. And to add a new page, so we'll set up the page. We're going to add the home page. So we just click add new, and we call this home. And I'll just put you on pause and put some content in here so you can have a look and sort of see what it's going to look like. Okay, so we've got some content in here. So basically you've got your editor. It's a bit like Word. You can enter your headline in there. So if you do that, you click on heading, you can go head 1, that'll make it large. 2, I usually use 2 or 3 or 4 because I find heading 1 is just like really in your face. So yeah, either 2, if it's the top heading I use 2, and just bear in mind as well, at the top of the page, your title, so I've called this home, that will usually come up as well. So if you have a big menu here, a title here, you might have, and if you've got a quite long page description, that might come on above it, and it might look a bit weird. So just keep that in mind. Now, if you want to make a link, so I'll just select this for the sake of this tutorial. You click on this little symbol here, and you can either insert an internal link, which we don't have any other pages at the moment, so we can't do, or you can and just click apply, and that, there you go, that's a link. That'll come up with the different color, and when, obviously not in your editor, but when you're outside and the customer comes in, that'll be a link, and that'll take them through to a website. So see this here, this is a picture, and if you want to add a picture and then create a link out of the picture, you can do the same thing. So you can click on the picture and you can either add a link there. I'll show you how to upload a picture. So we'll just go down, we can go add media button up here. Now this is a new site, so I won't have anything in the media library, so we can upload something from our computer. And there we go, there's me on a little pink scooter. There we go, it's a pretty boy on a pink scooter. There we go, scroll down and got the photo there. So if I click on that photo and push this edit button, so you can put your link in there. So you just have to select custom URL. You can select this if you want it to align to the right, the left, the center of the screen. So if we say the right, that means the text will sort of wrap around it, and you can change that later. So that's wherever on the left side here now. The right side, sorry, I should say. Alright, so that's our website. You can change the text and the font. So we've got, so you got this small menu here, and we can't see anything to do with the change the text or anything. If we click this button, it'll bring out the full toolbar. So you can change the color of the text if you like. You can put a link. See, I've got this line in there, so if I click there and push that, that'll put a line underneath there. It calls that a page break. And if you want to write something in Word and then upload it into that, you can get a bit of problem. So if you click this and paste as text, you can copy and paste into this now. Let's change the settings so it'll allow you to do that. And sometimes it's got the font, other times you have to change it through. Okay, so this theme you'd have to change, looks like you have to change it through the appearance customize, or you might not be able to. It might be you might have to do a code, or you might be able to install a plugin. We'll get to that later. So if I click on preview, I should be able to see how other people are going to see my web page live. And there we go. We can go there. I've got my content, I've got my links. If I click on my pretty little picture, that will take me away to another page. There we go, it takes me to my website that I put the link in. And there we go. That's how you enter content into your page. So I'll go through now how to set up your menus, and in your menu bar here, it'll automatically, when you add a page, it usually automatically updates the menu and to your page, to your menu bar, sorry. You can stop that if you like, and you can sort of clean up your menu and have drop down menus, and I'll show you how to do that and use your widget bar and all that other stuff. So we'll go back to our WordPress editor. I'll just change this. Just publish this for now for the sake of it. Okay, now we want to add a post. We can go to posts, add new, and just pretty much brings up the same editor. So you can call this blog. There, you can write some more wonderful content. Sorry, I had a bit of a itchy throat back there. Forgot I was on video. There we go. We'll just copy and paste this again. And click update. Or publish, sorry. And there we go. That should take you to your post. Now the difference with the post, so if I go preview changes here, it'll have a comment box down the bottom. You'll be able to leave a comment on the post. So I can go and post comment. And I am submitting it too quickly. I'm too fast for it. Oh, it might because it's not published. Hang on. So I'll just click update here. And we'll go post comment. I might have to refresh. Try that again. Okay. Not had this problem before. Oh, okay. This would be because I'm logged in, so log it out. We go there, and then we can and there we go. That makes more sense. So we can go there. If you don't have a website, you can leave that blank. There we go. Okay, now it says that it comes up and tells me a message. It says that this comment is awaiting moderation. So what that means is I'll go back here, log in. You've got comments here. So if you click on comments, you can go through and you go up. Aussie Dan's left a comment. This is a comment, and you can either delete it, edit it, or approve it. So I just click approve. And if we go back to my blog on blogging, click refresh, there we go. This is a comment. There we go. We've got one comment. So that's the comments and the pages and the posts. So I'll go pages again, and we're just gonna add a few more pages just so I can show you how to do the menu. So we might say I'll just click publish. It's going to be a blank page, but it doesn't matter. And we can just click add new up here to do another one. So I've got a few pages now, so we're going to create our menu at the top of the page. So if we go to appearance and then go down to menus here, that'll bring up this page. So we don't have, as you can see, we don't have any menus at the moment, so we're going to create a menu. I just normally call this menu 1. You can call it whatever you like. It doesn't show up on the website, it's just more for your reference on the back end, so you know which menu to put where, because you can create a couple of menus to put it different places around the site if you like. So this hasn't automatically added the menu, so I'll show you how to do that now. So if we go to here, we can click, just add all these to the menu for the start, and we can put it in order. We go add to menu, go there, and we can adjust the order that we want it. So it goes from top to bottom is how it's going to go from left to right across your screen. So the first tab we usually want is home, and then we can either go alphabetically or however you like. I normally go whatever I want to sell the most first, and then go across the screen, or whatever. You might look at it and go, oh, that looks a bit funny, we'll change it around depending on how long the description is and whatnot. So just have a look, and you can pretty much do whatever you like. We'll go bathrooms next, and then kitchens. Get rid of you. Okay, so you can see that they're all in a line. If I go save menu, and we'll go to our site, and I'll show you what it looks like. There, it's got to home now. There we go. So that's got our menu items all across the page here. So, I mean, you got quite a lot of width on this theme, but if I make my site smaller, there we go. And then once it goes into mobile, it brings up the menu by clicking on like that. So you can see how everything's adjusting as I make the screen smaller. That's what I mean by responsive. If you get some of the themes, you close this window and you got to scroll left to right, and it's really hard. You just can't use them on a phone. It's really quite difficult. And especially if you use there's a lot of guys that use images, not so much anymore. There's a lot of guys that were using images for their phone number, and if you can't click on their phone number with your thumb and have it call them straight from the website, I get quite annoyed, and I just find someone else, because I don't want to have to remember the number and try to write it down somewhere. It's really quite frustrating. So anyway, bit off topic there. So we go back to menus, and we're going to create a sub menu so it's not so long. We're going to put some of these bathroom and kitchen ideas under their main titles here. So we can go, bathroom ideas, we just drag that up into bathrooms, and see how it goes slightly in from the bathrooms there, slightly indented. That's going to create a sub menu. So it's pretty easy, just drag and drop. There's another one, bathroom plumbers, there we go. Just being a bit stubborn. There we go. And then kitchens, so we can do the same. So we can just move that, we should be able to just move that across like that. So you can see how the menu sort of steps out a bit. That means that they're going to be in a sub menu. So if you want it, you could go 3 as well. So you go bathrooms, and then you could do another sub menu. Like, you could have them just go all the way across the page. If you want it quite messy, you don't really want to. So this is already displaying it as the primary menu. So if you want to have a secondary menu, you stick this. So I'm going to select that as the primary menu, and then click save, and then I'll just take you to the site and show you what it looks like now. So we've got there, we'll click refresh, and there we go. So if I hold my mouse on home, nothing happens. If I go to bathrooms, we have a drop down menu. We can select anything I want, or bathrooms, and there we go. Now say you didn't want to make a page. You don't have to make a page to have these. They could just be blank links, so you can go down and just go on the drop down menus if you like. So if we go back to our menu page and go custom links, so this is where, so if you wanted to have a link to another website off your menu, you could do that here, or maybe a link to your blog or something. But usually, I mean, you got the posts here, so you could put that in the menu on your blog if you want it as well. If we go custom links and we just delete that and put a hashtag, and then we can say we can add that, and that'll come up in the menu. So it won't click anywhere, but you could put your all your sub menus under this menu. So you could organize your menu and have it say what you want it to say rather than the page name. You can also adjust these as well. So if you just wanted to say plumbers, you could delete bathroom and it'd still take you to that page. But anyway, just options for you. So I'm just going to delete that. Alright, that was my dog having a bit of a growl. So just update that. Okay, so say we wanted to have a menu in the sidebar of our pages. You could create a new menu, and if you want to have different pages and whatnot on it, or different layout, for the sake of saving time, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to use menu 1. But if you wanted to make a new menu, just click this link here, and that'll bring up another page. You can create another menu. So if we go to widgets now, you've got a whole bunch of options that you can do on your sidebar. So at the moment we've got search, recent posts, comments. I'm going to get rid of these. I'm going to change that around. So if we go custom menu, we can put a custom menu in here. You can give it a title if you want, you don't have to. And just select menu 1, save, and that will put a menu in the sidebar there. So if I go there and click refresh, we should have that menu. There we go. So we've got the menu there. It's not going to look as pretty as that, but you get my gist. So if you're going to do this, you wouldn't have sub menus, you just have them all going straight down the page. And I'd probably use, maybe a links to your blogs or something else, so it's not the same as this menu. If you can, if you want, it's up to you. So that's that there. You can also, if you wanted to put like your affiliate link or like a banner or something in there, you just put a text box in there, and you go make sure you got visual and you got text. So you click on text, and then you can copy the code in there, and then that'll show up on the sidebar. So you got a couple of different locations for your sidebar. You got your first location here, and then you got your second, which will be, so you got the top and then the bottom, and then you got your footer 1, 2, and 3, which is pretty much divide your page in 3. So you have one footer area, middle, and then your right. And this is something to do with the theme. So it might be, you might have to actually get a plugin, and it might be a certain, so you might only be able to put hero, that might be the brand, so it's hero widget. So you might not be able to put any of these. You'd have to download a plugin, and so you'd search hero widgets, and then you could do that. So I'll show you what I mean by plugin now. So if we go plugins, we've got some plugins there. We're gonna add new, and so you can search for a plugin. So say you wanted to do that, let's go look in hero. Okay, so I'm going to try and install this and see if that works with the hero. And activate. And that's pretty much all you got to do with installing a widget, and it'll usually come up here, or it'll come up in the widget section with some more widgets. No. Alright, so we go back to plugins. And we can click edit here. Sometimes, okay, and there we go. Sometimes the widgets, the plugins aren't very good and they don't work. So we deactivate that and delete. There we go. So say, let's give up on that hero slider. Say you want to get a sitemap so you can get listed pretty easily in Google. Go search for, there we go. So if you look at, it gives you, if you click on this, it'll bring up a page you can sort of read about and find out what it does, how many stars it's got. And it'll tell you how many active installs it's got. So that last one that didn't shut down, it only had a couple of hundred. Well, this has got it's got over 1 million. So a lot of people use that, and it's got 5 stars. And just look down here as well, because it says untested with your version of WordPress, so it might not work with our version. So all in one SEO, we've got that already, so that we could just activate that. And if you can't find anything, you may have to update your WordPress. It might be a bit old. Otherwise, I'm just going to click install anyway on this one, and it should work. So we'll give it a go. So I'm not going to click activate here. I'll show you how to do it from the plugin page. It's pretty easy. So we just go to plugins, and we'll find our plugin that we just downloaded, which is there, and we just click on activate. That's it there. So that's activated, and usually you just might have to look around for it, but it'll be under settings. And then XML Sitemap there, so that's added that. And you pretty much just can leave this as it is. And we can click here. So just if we click here, that'll send our domain to Google saying, hey, send your robots our way. But since I don't have any content and I've copied content off another site, I'm not going to do that. So we'll just going to go plugins and deactivate that. If it'll work. Okay, so we want to deactivate and delete a plugin. We can click deactivate, and that'll take it away, and then you just click delete, and that'll delete it. So that's it done there. And I think that's pretty much it for this lesson. So is there anything else that we missed? I'll go to dashboard. Here we go, updates. So if you want to just keep an eye out on this constantly as well, because WordPress keep updating, and themes constantly keep updating their things as well. So it'll come up. So we've got the theme there. That's why probably it wasn't when other apps, the plugins were working, because we needed to update this. So if we click that and update theme, that'll update it for us. Okay, so that's it there. Primer updated it successfully. So if you're gonna do updates of your theme or change your website, and usually about once a week, you're best to back up your website onto your computer just in case or something goes wrong. So I'll show you how to do that, because you might be, especially when you're playing around with it at the beginning, you might like do something, which I have a couple of times, and then your whole site sort of mucks up and you don't know what you've done. So I'll show you how to back up your site onto your computer. So if you do want to muck around with it, you can, if you muddle it up or make a mistake and you can't fix it again, I'll show you how you can back it up so you can just upload the older version onto it. So if we go Tools, Export, and then All Content, and we click Download Export File, that'll download our site onto the computer. So you can see that there. Open that up. Okay guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video where we're going to go through SEO, site content, and how to structure your content. That's it for the how to build your WordPress website. You should be up to running. Just play around with the site and you should be able to fiddle around and figure out how it all works and how to get your site looking, uploading pictures and getting it looking nice and professional. If you've got any questions, shoot us a line, drop us an email, leave a comment below, and I'll happily get back to you. Thanks guys.